This little part is a disclaimer or a heads up. I do use DLC weapons, and I will be going to the DLC in the later episodes. So if you don't want to be spoiled, this is just a heads up and a warning for you now. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, back with more Elden Ring No HUD, the cinematic playthrough. It's been quite a while since I recorded my last episode. I still don't really know what I'm doing with this channel. Don't really know if I want to upload. I mean, that's not true. I want to upload, but there's already so many. Look at that. Oh, man. Looks like it's like a black hole behind the tree, the Erd tree. You got the different layers. I don't know what to call those. Like plateaus, I guess? Man, look at that. I mean, it's obviously the moon, but looks like a black hole. That framing. So cool. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to upload videos on this channel for gaming, specifically for cinematic no HUD playthroughs of games. Like I really love playing games with no HUD, but there's so many channels that already do that. I would just kind of be taking up space for no reason. But something I'm realizing just right now, I could still record the videos and then upload them and then private them. Just the action of making the video is fun for me. Though it's confusing how much of it is it fun and how much of it is me feeling a responsibility because I want to do something. I really confuse passion with responsibility. It's something it's a real struggle for me. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually. The Black Knight rides through the tall trees on his black horse in the misty, dark woods. In my previous videos, I messed both of those up. In my previous videos, I take moments to kind of describe what's happening, almost like a book in a way. Try and help the viewer help you get more immersed. I like it. And something been thinking about is how with my art, I am extremely good at... Oh man, I'm just trying to... This fight is taken out is very... It's intense. I'm struggling to get my words in. I'm just gonna watch the fight for now. That leaping attack is so BS. Because he can be at like a complete standstill. It's not very predictable. Or logical, even. These guys are just incredibly annoying to fight in general. There it is. They're so cool looking, though. I just cannot get that attack off. I would have killed him so much easier, but I wanted to use it. There it is. Enemy felled. Like I was saying though, my ability to be creative is I'm very good at imagining what something feels like on my body, like cold, warm, a texture, a sensation. I have aphantasia though, so like I can't see things. I can't imagine anything in my head. And I've always done visual art. I've mentioned this so many times. I'm just gonna, but basically, I want to focus on writing because I feel like that's really the. I've been trying to think about in what ways can I express that imagination that I do have like a very strong skill at and capability of just imagining what something feels like. And I think writing is really the only way I could express that for other people besides maybe acting, but acting is not something I really want to get into right now, if potentially ever. We'll see about that, but writing would be a good way to describe it. And I did notice that with my book and my writings I've made in the past, they were. I did focus heavily on the characters' sensations, what they were feeling. Very heavily focused on that. Not intentionally, it was unintentional. And I didn't even know I was doing it. It was once people read some of my writings, that's what they. I very, very frequently got that comment on all my fictional writings. Is I very heavily focus on what the character is feeling. And in my last book, my only book, uh, it's horror, but it's also it's a sci-fi horror story collection of stories. But ooh, that's pretty. It's more of like a journal, not journal. It's very heavily like based off of my emotions and my struggles, and it was kind of like a very selfish project, a very selfish creation. I'm I needed to do it. I'm glad I did it because I grew a lot as a person and I understand myself more because I wrote that book. Now though, now that I don't really need that, I still do want to write some things that are personal, but I want to make things for other people now. And one of those things is I want to write descriptions that make people feel calm. I want people to feel calm when they look at my art. I wish people could be soothed in general, but with my art. Because the world is so chaotic now. And so many people are stressed out. If I could help in that way, that would make me really happy. And on my art channel, I've actually received quite a few comments saying that my art is very calming already with what I have shared, with like my paintings and 3D modeling or whatever animations I've made. People have said it's very calming. So that was really reassuring. In the past, the art I made that was calming was for myself. I was very selfish in my art. I was trying to I focused on things. I cared a lot about calming environments and pictures. And I made art based off of what I cared about, which is, in this instance, calming pictures or animations or whatever it may be. So it makes sense. But now I have the intention that I want to make art for others, that I want to make sure it it's calming, instead of the intention being I'm making this art for myself, for what I'm feeling or what I care about at the moment. So I know that was a little long-winded. I can be a bit over overly descriptive. I just really try to. That's something I've noticed about myself. I have a bit of a almost OCD type of tendency where I have to explain myself adequately to the point where I feel like it's good enough. Oh, look how cool that is. It's like I love the how grand a scale everything is in Elden Ring. Not really, that shot really shows it even now still. How huge this doorway is. I mean, look how big this door is. Golly. I guess entryway, because there's no door. I wonder if there was a door in the past, or if it was always just open. I also imagine, like, who carved all the stones? Who made all these structures? And who placed them? Like, did they carve them out of stone that was already here? Did they make them elsewhere and move them? If so, who? I mean, there's giant monsters in this game. There's literal giants even. So like maybe they moved it. I don't know. It's cool to think about. How did things come to be? Like the capital city. Oh man, I love the capital city in this game. It's so beautiful. The architecture. God, I love architecture. Specifically fantasy architecture. I love architecture in video games. I don't really care about architecture in real life. Not necessarily, for the most part, I'm very indifferent to architecture in real life. I care a lot, very deeply about even like movies, cities and landscapes in movies, like the Dune pyramids and where they live in, both the natives to the planet and the people who like the palace, or the foreigners or the aliens come, not the literal, not like literal aliens, but like, foreigners, aliens come to the planet. I can't remember the name of them. I like this because I just loved looking at the castle. I like castles in particular. The stars are like lining up too with the castle, which is very apropos because it's, the magical castle, and that is also where Rayleigh is at. Renala? What's her name? Ronnie? Multi-armed lady. It's been a bit. It's been a while since I played Elden Ring, so I can't quite remember. Look at the grass. The flowing grass. Must be a soft, gentle breeze. It's kind of nice having this soft flowing in the foreground and then the still, stagnant background. There's a little bit of movement in the trees in the middle ground, just a tiny bit. You can see the beetle down there to the bottom right. Whatever that thing's called. Drops the item. I recorded this video. When did I record this? I recorded it in March. It is now August. January, February, March. April, May, June, July, August. It's almost been 5 to 6 months since I recorded this. So I really don't remember what I did. I'm watching this with you. For the first time. I think two-hand, you need a two-hand, those guys, unless you have a colossal weapon, I think. But two-handing with those swords is dual wielding, I'm pretty sure. So can't fight them properly with those weapons. I think those are called the phalanx curved swords, maybe? Can't quite remember. That mist is so gross. It's so gross looking. Man. This game can be so beautiful, but it can be quite grotesque at times. Like, there are some areas in the game that every time I see it, it's jarring just how grotesque, like with bloody bodies, and it can be kind of horrifying. Kind of horrifying. Imagine, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Imagine if farts like had like a cloud to them like that, like real farts. You would know when someone was farting. And then the worse it smells, the bigger the fart cloud, but it doesn't mean that it's actually that. You won't be able to smell it if it's that big. It's just how bad it smells. So it's like you, you'll you'll know to stay away. Oh my God, that was cool though. The beetle in like the darkness. Ooh, their glowing eyes, the blackness of this hollow, I guess, ravine. Yeah, the sky is open, so it's a ravine. It's just... What's the difference between a cavern and a ravine? I wonder. Let's see. Oh, okay. So a cavern is just a cave. It's another term for a cave. A ravine, I don't know what the definition is, but it's like... Oh, whatever, I'll just look up the definition. A ravine is a landform, typically a narrow valley or gorge, smaller than a canyon but larger than a gully. So many weapons to choose from. I think this area is really cool with how much green there is. It's fairly monochromatic, except for these guys. I wish their lanterns were like green. If their lanterns and the light they gave out was green, this would look really cool. What am I looking at here? Maybe that? What's on the wall? I think I was trying to figure out if it's moss or if it's rocks, like crystals, but it's definitely crystals. He was crouching or used that. Gotta be careful of that area over here because they got the traps. The poison traps, I think. They're either spike traps or poison traps, but I'm pretty sure it's poison traps. And I'm probably poisoned. No, I'm not. Unless that was a smoke cloud. But I'm pretty sure that's poison. Those are pretty easy to forget about whenever you go through here. Make sure to get those two. The what is the equipment upgrade weapon material in this game called? It's really been a bit since I played. I can't even remember. But it's easy to forget those. The corner there. Smithing stone. That's right. You got the regular and then the somber. Where's that hit? But I'm not gonna complain. Those guys are a little annoying to fight. As you've probably seen, I like to switch my weapons I'm using around quite a bit. I think the great katanas are really cool. Katanas in general are sick. I bought one. It's real too, but it's dull. So. Oh man. You can see the actual like fog shifting and moving too. So rad. I'd like to know, write down in the comments if you'd like, do you change weapons as frequently as I do? I get so bored with using the same weapon so quickly. But I tend to get bored of things in general very rapidly. Also, sorry for the texture and like lighting bugs. I don't know what's happening there. I'm thinking it's the mod I have used to unlock my FPS. I think that's what's causing that, but I'm not positive. I don't even know if I'm using the mod here when I'm recording this clip. But yeah, I get bored with things in just unbelievably quickly. And it's really caused a lot of problems for me in my life. But I would like to know, for you, what's it like? I know my best friend, he never gets bored with doing the same thing. He likes to really master it and maybe use it the same thing a bit differently, but still it's the same. He's like, he'll use only katanas and maybe even the same katana, but he'll just change how he uses the katana. What goal is he going for? Like, how does he play? What is he trying to achieve? All that stuff. But he just never gets bored. Whereas I have to switch even between, like, from a katana to a spear. And it's like a visceral reaction inside of me that if I don't, my body will fight me. Though, as I've gotten older, I've kind of learned to grow with it, or like roll with it, you know. Oh yeah, I was kind of just like, screw this, I'm not even gonna bother fighting you. I've kind of learned to roll with it, you know. It's like just because I don't want to do something doesn't mean I shouldn't. You need to be able to do stuff even if you don't want to. And even with video games, if I get bored with something, I push myself to keep playing sometimes because I'll know I'll that boredom will go away eventually. You know, the emotion is fleeting. Emotions are fleeting. So, and that doesn't mean just with boredom, but with all emotions. They come and go. So try and just push through whatever you're feeling. And yeah, a lot of times if with in the past I was very I would very quickly ooh, that's cool. The staircase up there. I love the like water trickling down too. This boss arena is really beautiful. It's right up my alley. What was I saying? Yeah, when I was younger. Actually, I'll shut up for this boss fight. It's a lot of green and orange again, like the beginning of this cave, the cave area. It's very, the colors are very same. Oh, I almost got that spell off. That would have done a lot of damage. It probably, I'm assuming he would have hit, like, procced twice, or multiple times, because he's so big. I would have been able to hit him quite a bit with it. But maybe not, maybe it only, like, there's a cooldown. Oh, that attack is really beautiful. And his sword is covered in magma now, too. Look at that. Oh, wow. He's dead. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the help. The god rays. Oh, look how beautiful the sunlight is down on. It's like making the fog glow on the surface of the ground. That's so cool. That's so beautiful. Stuff like that. That's calming to me. And I don't know why, but god rays are. I really love god rays. Like sunshine coming in, golden hour sunshine through a window. So beautiful. So beautiful. There's something satisfying about having all this equipment that I can just switch to whenever I want. It's very satisfying. And so is this. Oh. The lighting is just so different than down below in the ravine. The dark, dank ravine into this turns into this golden. I don't know. My all the descriptors my brain is coming up with do not sound right. I'm very out of practice. Oh yeah, the this water effect is one of my favorites. The sparkling light. There's probably a name for it. If I had to guess, but like the shimmering not waves, but those really bright white to yellow, kind of like snaky, focused light in water, typically shallow water, is extremely beautiful to me. I'm assuming there's just some scientific name for that. Like there's a name for light shining through the leaves and like the shadows of the leaves playing with the light on the ground. There's a name for that. Which I think that's also really pretty. It's almost like it's a different, it's like its own version of that, but with water. Actually, I would like to understand why water looks like that. Like, what is causing it? I'm assuming it has something to do with the like crest of the water that's moving, because you don't see that in still water. It's only with moving water. And I'm assuming it's something with the light being focused down into that point from the crest of the water. Moving, maybe. I don't know. I want to learn. It's also interesting seeing there in the background, there's like light particles floating upwards. Huh. It looks cool. Wonder what those are supposed to be. But either way, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been quite a while since I made one of these. I partially am only uploading this because I want to free up space on my hard drive. But I also want to continue on the series. We'll see how it goes in the future. There's a bit of an update for what I've been doing, my goals. But yeah, hope you enjoyed and hope you have a great day. Great rest of your week. See ya.